Today we will discuss Modbus protocols in weak sense. As we know, Modbus include RTU and TCP, so they are talked today. Okay, the first part is Modbus RTU. Today we will make slave and master as example to communicate AC60. And there is a download link for getting tools. What's more, Modbus top TCP and slave menus can be downloaded and by the following link. And after class, we will share this PowerPoint. Okay, the first part is AC60 is as masters. The step 1 is add Modbus protocols. Right-click device host to add Modbus count. In this device, we can set which COM port will be used and set COM port parameters. In this picture, I used COM1 and make sure COM parameters. The second part is to add COM port as masters. To add device Modbus client. If we use the Modbus RTU in this part, we don't need to change so many parameters. It can in this part they can be default. The third part is very important. We must set many parameters here. The first setting, we must set slave stations. Right-click to add the device, to add Modbus survivors. In general screen, we set survivor address this is slave stations. Okay, before mapping address, we must create channels for communication. We must create channels for communicating registers between master and the slave. Click Add Channels. We can name the channels and select the function code of Modbus RTU. And in this picture, I set function code 3 is for reading holding registers. And in this part, we can set offset. Offset is which slave address do we need to communication. So in the picture, it means I will read number 0 registers in slave station. Okay, after create channel, we can see Modbus mapping screen. There are some channels we create before. So enable option, we can select address from AC60 parameter or program. So in conclusion, we have 3 ports we must set in Modbus master configurations: Modbus protocols, Modbus stations, and slave station. Okay, the third part is AC60 is slave and the Modbus pool is master. The further step is to also add the Modbus parameters to set COM port number and set COM port parameters. So in this part, we can set many holding register and input register here, and we can set start address. After after the four so and mapping address. And in this part, we can derive the mapping address from AC60 program. So I have a video to share. The same program as master, but I set different parameters. Here I set 5 holding registers and 1 coins. And we can see there, we can see holding registers. There are 5 registers here. We must note in Modbus pool, we must select the corresponding numbers of slave registers. If we don't set the same the number, we will get a communication error. I because I used 01 is to read coins. I set 1 coins in AC60. So in Modbus pool, I will set 1. Okay, make sure parameter are right. A green means communication is normal and successfully. I changed Modbus pool value, and PLC value will change too. Okay. We can make in conclusion too. There are only 2 parts we will add. Modbus pool, Modbus protocol, and the slave stations is so easier than Modbus RTU master. So they are all configurations in Modbus slave. Do you have any problem in Modbus RTU? Okay. If you don't have any problem, we will continue. The next part is Modbus TCP. They are TCP Modbus TCP master and the slave are the same as Modbus RTU master and the slave. So if you know how to set up Modbus RTU, you can also understand how to set up TCP. Okay. So the first part is AC60 is as client. Is in client is like masters, and Modbus slave is slave station. Okay. The first step is to add Modbus protocols in weak sense. We 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 can set internet device in device list. Okay. The first different part from Modbus RTU is we need to scan AC60 in weak sense. So we must note PLC segment network must be the same as PC. So our PC will scan AC60. In this screen, there is a option to click, and we can set AC60 IP and click OK. Our AC60 will be added here. And the second part is to add Modbus client. In Modbus option, the following option is Modbus TCP client. There are also we don't have do any change here. Okay, the second part is important too. Right click to add TCP survivor. It's like Modbus RTU slave. Okay, in this part, we will set Modbus survivor IP because we used AC6 and Modbus slave for communication. So in this part, I will set my PC IP. Okay, this part is my PC IP. Okay, the second is also to add channels. Channels and mapping is the same as Modbus RTU. They are the same. So I will not talk about again. So after create channels, then we will mapping adjust from AC60 program. Okay, this is they are also 3 ports we must set in Modbus TCP masters. So, do you have any question in this part? Okay, thank you. So the last part is AC60 is as survivor. It's like slave station. So the first step is like client. We must add internet device and set and to scan AC60 here. And the second we can mapping address directly add TCP survivor device and map. Okay, this channel screen is the same as TCP. Is the same as RTU slave. It's also holding registers and coins and the start addresses. Okay. The last part is mapping address of a program address. So there are 2 parts. There are 2 devices we must select. So we can make a total in conclusion. In Modbus RTU and the TCP master, we have 3 ports we must to set, and in Modbus TCP and RTU slave, we will 2 ports we will to set. This is all I will share today. Do you have any question? If you don't have any question, okay. How many devices can connect with Modbus masters in AC60? Uh, if I don't remember, if I don't, if I remember clearly, I think is 20屏那边 Modbus 能连几个 Modbus master？TCP 是16个，还是31吧？那窗口呢？RTU 呢？I think if I remember clearly, I think RTU is 23 and is decided too many. We don't recommend connect so many slave at RTU. So in a reasonable reasonable range, we recommend 23. And the TCP I don't sure. I will click. I will make it and send it today. And I will share the answer in the group. if you connect more slave in Modbus, the response time will be long and the data transfer will be long too. Do you have any question? If you don't have any question, I will share this PowerPoint and the video in WhatsApp group. If we have this device, we have to add. Yes. If you make, we can. In this point port, I just make one slave as example. We can check here. We can click here. We can click the first step. In this part, we can add device. If you add one device, you can make a one slave station, and you can add 31 device here. Okay. If you have any question, you can set your question into group, and you can also check menus here. This is our menus in Winky 2. You can download. So my part is over today. So next part will be Molly part.
Hello.
You can start.
Hello. Hello everyone, this is Molly. It's time for our mini game. Today's prize is a script driver.